Signature Esports, and I tell you what, thank you to Facebook for that track right there. If they're gonna keep giving me, hey, you have music in there, strikes, then that's pretty much what I was looking at right there. So it's gonna be a ton of fun tonight. We're gonna run some dirt racing here at Knoxville. It's gonna be absolutely killer, and hopefully you're gonna be able to enjoy it. Thank you to each and every one of you out there tuning in on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Normally we're going to see some heat racing to determine the starting grid. Well, they're going to do just that. We're going to have the drivers out there, 15 laps on this first heat. And I believe the way that this is going to work, it's going to be the only heat of the race. Here's your starting grid for the heat. Brought to you by HMG Innovations. Thank you to SDK Gaming. Thank you to Apex Racing Academy for being a part of the greatest thing that I get to see here. Trevor Zelazny, fastest in practice. Brian Ferry, looks like Daniel Ferry. Joey McKinney's going to be out there. Charlie Mosley Jr. Jamie Haynes, Charles Van Scoik, Tyler Brown, and the number one truck himself, Cody McKinney. They're all going to be out there. They're going to have some fun, and dirt racing is kind of legendary for everybody, as we do like to go fast. Trevor Zelazny gave us a big old like and a big old share out there as well. He is live on his Twitch channel. I did see that just a moment ago. We're going to enjoy some time with these fine folks. New set of good circumstances coming up. Things we're going to see. The Bull Ring here at Knoxville is a masterful track, and you're going to see some people go up and down and inside or out. He's going to be 15 laps. There's going to be a 120 lap feature. It does say that they're going to be stages on 30 and 60, and then they're going to sprint to the end, which means that's going to be the same way that they would run it in their regular series racing. So there are going to be stages here for these fine folks at hmginnovations.com. Go check them out for me. IVRL International Virtual Racing League, that not only have races tonight, but they do have a race tomorrow for the, I believe it's the Xfinity Series that they have going on, or the Cup Series going on right there. Always fun. James, thank you for the like. Thank you for the shares out there as well. Thank you very much to Blue Phoenix for becoming a follower out there. Thank you to Kendra Smith. Thank you to Ron Grist out there. Mike Almendinger, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody out there doing what you do, being part of the platform, being the best that you can be. 6 trucks. Looks like Brian Ferry, Charlie Mosley Jr. Those drivers are going to be there at the end. Jamie Haynes out there in that 7th row. 6 drivers here for the heat race, and that'll be the way it runs. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Hayes truck's going to be in. We're going dirt racing. Knoxville, huge small racetrack. Green flag. Zelazny rolling right behind Joe McKinney. He's like, I'm dirt slinging. This is what I'm doing. The 2 of Tyler Brown to the inside. Roll, tide, roll. Move over. Here's Van Scoik at the 23. Everybody getting practice. What this is going to be a high heat, fast-paced practice for them as the IVRL Series looks to try to make Knoxville their own sliding around slugfest. There's going to be a lot of wear on this track, and you see the 18. He's trying to put the outside wear in. Cautions will happen. We'll see those kind of take effect here at the 04, utilizing the back rear of that truck. And I tell you what, that's what you're seeing. These trucks utilize the throttle to turn, similar to what you see in the regular dirt series and the street stocks, the big block modifieds. Got a lot of throttle control to keep themselves in line to be able to turn these trucks, and they kind of flicker the wheel around a little bit to be able to keep it straight. 04. Gonna be sideways, trying to hold on to it. Oh, he's back straight. There it is, 12. Rolling the corner. 2 out front. I tell you what, Zelazny had it. He was able to save it there. Just a little bit too much into that throttle. That's what made it work that way. So much love. Thank you very much to everybody out there. A little dirt racing action for you tonight. Good luck, racers. Mr. Campbell, how you doing out there? Mr. Hot Bear. Much love to you all. We love it. Cody McKinney trying to make up some ground there to the inside of Zelazny. He rolls the corner. Original Speed Shop on the outside of that. There's TZR on Trevor's Reaper Speed Labs in the middle of that corner. Appreciate everybody running my logos that are out there. Thank you very much for all those folks that do that. Tell you what, that bull ring can be devastating. You watch the one jump over the top of that. That was rough. It will make that truck disrupt and kind of hurts it a little bit here. 10 laps to go here in the old throw down here at the old Knoxville Speedway as well. Take a look at kind of where Knoxville Raceway got its start, and I'll tell you what, they have got nothing to be ashamed of. There's Charles Van Scoik. It's going to be your P2 sitter here. 9 laps to go here in the heat race to determine the starting grid for the series. And if this is anything to be told here, you start running 30 laps on these trucks. It's going to be interesting to see. Now, I kind of wonder about fuel strategy and fuel cycles, because you can't come in and fuel. You can't really come in and change the tires on these trucks because of the way that iRacing has scored it, so or settled their races. So we'll have to see what happens. Joey McKenna getting faster. He ran his fastest lap of the race last time by. The 18 runs a 23:09, and you can beat and bang these trucks. They will take it. They'll get a fresh truck basically at the start of the race. This is kind of like qualifying. It's the way it works. Tyler Brown out front. Zalesny still trying to close in some distance. There is Daniel Ferry as well, and I've got to sneeze. Oh, dang it. They went around. Zalesny, McKinney, no caution. I don't think they're going to have a caution for the heat races, but I think the cautions are going to come out for the feature. We shall see. Tyler Brown, Charles Van Scoik, Daniel Ferry, Joey McKinney in the 1804 back up to 5th now as he tries to work back to that top spot. Cody McKinney rolls the corner, and he is up 3. Of course, still holding on 6th here. McKinney's been the fastest driver, one of the drivers that you would think would be able to hold on for many moons. But I tell you what, he's got a huge points lead, and this is kind of one of those situations where he can just relax. 4 wins in the series, 33 playoff points. Nick Goebel with a win, Joe Conley with a win, Mosley with a win, Daniel Ferry with a win. Trevor Zalesny, Joey McKinney, Charles Van Scoik, Brian Ferry, Papa Bear, all within striking distance of the series, and still within 10 those 10 points that they need right now. Papa Bear has a 2-point lead. I'm sorry, a tied lead over. Not 2-point lead. I'm sorry, he has a 24-point lead over Tyler Brown at the moment. So good chances. Well, McKinney up the racetrack. Ouch! 2 laps to go in this heat race, and we shall see. Old Sitter about to take his final lap here. He's come around 3 and 4. Has Zalesny in his sights. Final lap for heat race numero uno. And all brought to you by Hmg Innovations Truck Series here on iRacing. Thank you so much to everybody out there being super awesome. He wins it. Does a dang old bang up job. Has some fun with it too. Tyler Brown taking it home. Van Scoik will be 2nd. Daniel Ferry, Zalesny, McKinney, Joey McKinney. He's just ahead of his old teammate there. And Cody McKinney getting some room. All right, folks, thank you very much for being out there. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic night. Little Knoxville Speedway, never heard anything. And we will double check on, I think our logos are having some things. Here's the race information for the track time. We're going to run a 120 lap feature. This is a half-mile track. It's going to run kind of fast, but they're going to run out of real estate pretty quickly whenever this track wears off. So we will see just what they're going to be able to make here. Sorry about that, folks. Normally we don't hit that button. That's the button. That's the no button. We don't hit that button. And we'll be able to see kind of where these folks are going to run their line starting grid for you for the race. And a couple of drivers are out of the race. I think Jamie Haynes and Mosley are out. We'll check. Brian Ferry maybe as well. Cody McKinney Joey McKinney, Trevor Zalesny, Daniel Ferry, Charles Van Scoik. Tyler Brown's going to be your pole sitter, and that is up the field at Tyler Brown, Van Scoik, Ferry, Zalesny, McKinney, Daniel Ferry, or Brian Ferry, and Charlie Mosley Jr., Jamie Haynes would have been the drivers, are going to be the drivers. By the way, they're sitting on pit road. I'm going to fix some logos because their logos are not showing up. Oh, there they are. Now they're showing up. Didn't show up to me before. I'm sad. All right, Pace Truck's going to lead them around. Take a look. HMGinnovations.com. They have some killer graphics. Tyler Brown looking to kind of roll his corner. So Brian Ferry, Charlie Mosley Jr., and Jamie Haynes not in the race. This will be a battle of 6 drivers here, and everybody that's in the stands. So think of this as your local track, and show your support. That's what I want to say. Brown, Van Scoik, Zalesny, Ferry, Joey McKinney, Cody McKinney, and 120 lap sprint. That's what we're doing. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, send. Sinuses are getting to me. Holy cow. I do want to check on something here because one of the logos is not working the way that it's supposed to. So I want to see if there's something going on there. We're all having a fantastic evening. We're going at it. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Green flag waves, we're going live racing. Well, that would be why. Two 23.04. 04 Zalesny. Worked himself back around, had an opportunity here. Now the Reaper Speed Labs truck tries to pull off a whole lot of speed over the number 23 up near the wall. You can wall tap, beat and bang that right rear quarter panel, and it's going to have some fun. Ooh, 23 tries to pull the slide job off. Gets himself right next to it. 04, he's just free and easy down the road he goes. A Bush Latte all over the back. Bush Latte apple on the bottom left-hand quarter panel and the bottom right-hand quarter panel. Fastest lap of the race, Tyler Brown just ran at 22.43. See if they're going to get any faster. Consistency is going to be the big factor here. Big keys. Big keys. The track will wear, and it'll wear dry. And we'll see. You'll start seeing what they call the glassed over look. Here's a look at the nose cam of your race leader. You want the right rear tires pretty much where you can find all the grip you can get. There's the 90 down to the bottom. And the nose is going to be there to basically the edge of the bull ring. The bull ring is that big old hump right here in Knoxville, as you see a whole lot of bumps going on right there. And if you get into it the wrong way, you can full send yourself around and up and over. We watched it during the practice. There's little HMG Innovations on the back right quarter panel of the number 2 Tyler Brown. Van Scoik in third. He's having a good old-fashioned day. Charlie's been pretty good on the dirt circuit when it comes to these to the truck series. So it's good to see that he gets out there and makes it work. There's the one of McKinney. 7 of 120 being completed. They're going to go to 30 before we have the stage. There's the 18 trying to sliding away into the corner of 3 and 4. 7 of 120 working it. Yeet. Right behind Daniel Ferry. He's making himself a good old run at this one. There's a little bit of empowered video. And number 8, there is Brian Ferry. He is out there running. He's out there running laps. You know what? Good on him. Get
a few laps in. Make sure you get some points, because if you don't get some points out of this, that could actually hurt your race chances. So if he's gonna stay on the racetrack, well, boy howdy, he's gonna be trying to do what he can. He wants to slide it around. He may be doing laps. He may be trying to keep it nice and easy. 27:39 on his lap time. About 5 seconds the difference between he and the race leader at the moment. But he's put the time in. He may be trying to figure it out. Why not? The way it works, right? Run your laps. Be predictable. Be unpredictable. However you want to go forward. The wall tap up there. Trying to slow down some race time here to the number 2. The time this is all said and done, these trucks are going to be highlighted not only with dirt, but also with the great adage of what this is, what this can represent. I'm a fan of dirt racing in every speaking of the word and the imagination that could be anything, any vehicle. If you can get any vehicle on dirt and you can make it go around the way these drivers are, and I'm all for it. Go Sam. Yeah, buddy. I like that camera, just saying. Get it, Charlie. He's closing the distance. Leslie's closing the distance as well. He's right there in the wake. He's running a little bit more of a solid line here. If we look at Zelezny's line, he's not really working it as sideways as you think. He's starting to find a more of a direct line around this racetrack. And he's still got that thing on a rail, but he's figured out a way to roll this corner without having to put a lot into that right rear to make it turn where he needs to. That's a good run. 14 of 120. They're close. 0.4 of a second. As close as 0.2 of a second for a moment there. Tyler Brown trying to close back down here as he works on maybe lapping Daniel Ferry here. Tyler Brown looking at the 8 in front of him going, I do believe it's going to happen. Here it comes. Great dirt racing so far. The 90. Ryan Ferry trying to work the corner here. He and the 8 side by side here. I wouldn't call it the speed difference there, big. You watch Tyler Brown and the 04 roll the corner. They're going to give up the 8's going to take the low lane here and try to stay out of the way, but we'll be 3 wide here almost. Side by side, the 2 and the 8. 04 was trying to work that corner. Zelezny making it work. Does find his pace now. Maybe trying to save a little bit towards the end of this race, because we got to know how these tires are going to work. We got to know how these lanes are going to be able to hold up, because they won't. We know that they won't. We know that they're going to be absolutely rough now. That is all said and done, but look at what's going on in front of Zelezny here. He's just biding his time. Both these drivers biding their time. Look how free. They're already really free. Normally, what I mean by free, of course, these trucks are going to be free. They're on dirt, right? That's what they're trying to do. A lot of wheel progression happening here. And Tyler Brown and Trevor Zelezny here trying to make some things work in their own form. 2 up high. Zelezny to the wall. All that work. Right now, Van Squeak 3.5 seconds off the pack. 21 of 120. Like this time, McKinney trying to stay on the lead lap. Caution's going to come out here. I think Joey McKinney went around. Cautions are in the main. About 9 laps until the feature lap I do believe the laps will count here. I don't think anything was happening. Missed the start. Thank you, James. Appreciate you. I tell you what, it was a good race. Great race. So far, a good race. right, there it is. Stage win for Tyler Brown. Tyler get fuel? Can he get fuel? That's my only question here is can these drivers get fuel? Because we see them work themselves into their pit stop here. Or fast repair. I don't think they can get fuel or tires. Either way. Doesn't matter. They were trying. Joe McKinney's going to be your lucky dog there. Apologies about that. Had a sneezing fit there for a moment as well. So just sinuses, just allergies getting at me. So Lesney's going to be your race leader. However, Tyler Brown took over that stage win there. Had a great little race going on. Trevor Zalesny, Charles Van Scoik, Daniel Ferry, Tyler Brown, Cody McKinney, Joey McKinney back on the lead lap. Will restart at the tail end of the field. Ryan Ferry will be looking for every lucky dog he can get here for the time being, but he will start at the tail end of the field as well. Man, lights are off on the pace truck. We're gonna go at it. Pitter patter, let's get at her, right? What I say. We'll send. James, were you trying to race tonight? I'd love to see you get out there and tear them up. And tear up the tires, that is. Race truck's in. Zalesny goes. Full send. Tyler Brown in. Brian Ferry will be in good shape here. Zalesny holds on. Tyler Brown to second here as he tries to get around Van Scoik. Van Scoik runs the high side. The two trying to utilize inside line speed. Still trying to carry. You know, Charles has just been kind of patient. He knows that there's 60 laps at the end of this thing. It'll be just fine. Zalesny out front was able to hold on to the back bumper of Tyler Brown for a long dang old time, and now Tyler's got to play catch up for a moment. Zalesny's last lap, 0.4 of a second faster, and his last time by would be a 10th. Now, here's the thing about this racetrack. Start-finish line for the racetrack is close to the entrance of turn 1. There's 3 and 4 front straightaway. Right about there's the start-finish line. Well, I'm sorry, that's 3 and 4. We're getting around to the other side. Apologies about that. They're out of 1 and 2. Or out of 3 and 4, and then you see the flagman kind of over by the corner. Let's follow along with him for a second. Right about there. Zalesny right along with your race leader. 3 and 4. Here's the front straightaway, right? Flagman is right about there. About the time you start turning into the corner. What does that mean for the end of the race? 707 giving us a big old sub 3 months in a row. Let's go. Thank you for the 3 months out there. Thank you for the prime 3 months as well. Much love to you. Thank you for it. Like our Prime subscribers out there. Free way to subscribe if you have Amazon Prime. It's always a good time. This was to start. Man, oh man, I wish you'd have been in there, James. You'd have tore them up. Or you would have tore the tires up. That's what I say. Rack them, stack them, do it again. Yeah, I like the Prime, folks. Prime is a good thing for Twitch. Twitch followers, Twitch subscribers out there. It's a free way to support content creators. You don't have to support me, but if you have Amazon Prime, which most people do, get out there and support your content creators by hitting that Twitch Prime. It would be awesome to see it. Tyler Brown, 1.5 seconds and trying to close. Zalesny working his way back up the racetrack. I think there's still a lot of grip to the bottom of this racetrack, and Tyler Brown's trying to prove that right now. Trying to roll a little bit better. His last lap, about a second better than Zalesny's, and he's starting to catch that back up. So, we're rolling, man. I tell you what. Most of the grip's going to be up high later in the race. And you're going to start seeing berms there in the bottom. But Tyler Brown's still able to work. He's working a different line in each racetrack, or each corner here. And 2 tries to find some speed right there in the middle portion of 1 and 2. He keeps his tires right there where, just above where the glassed out portion is on 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 he's running about midway up the race line, 90 up high. 2's going to be there as well. Now they're running about the same line, half second now about, as Lesney tries to hold on for a little bit more. The 2 almost looking like he is taking a page out of the book of the 4. The 04 rolling the corner. All these drivers. 46 of 120.
Thank you for 100 biddies. We like 100 biddies. Share back 100.
You know what you do? Take those 100 biddies, put them on the table, and he says, bam, here you go. We're going to guess now. Throw the biddies. Throw the biddies. Throw the biddies. 23. 2.3 seconds back. And he's just, you know what? He's just on a Sunday drive here at the old racetrack. Actually, Monday night drive. He's looking at him going, y'all can race and be aggressive as you want. The suggestive pole is broken.
It better not be.
It better not be.
Manage pole. Right, thank you for the like out there. Great new pole.
Here. What is the poll question? What wheel and pedal manufacturer for iRacing do you prefer? We need, what is it, Fanatec? Master. PCS. You know what? How about we do Control X, Control V? How about 2? Allow additional votes. Put it up for 5 minutes. Here's the poll. It's on Twitch, folks. Here's a poll. Do you like Fanatec or do you like Thrustmaster? You tell me. Here's a poll. Randy, thank you for the like. On Twitch. Dirt Racing. Charles Van Scoy closing down his distance. Ooh, Tyler Brown. Who is... You hear the difference in the vehicle, right? So here's the Lesney. Watch this. Watch the rev up here. Free and easy. Listen to Van Scoy. His lap time is pretty about the same. About a 10th off. That last time about 2/10 off. So Lesney. Van Scoy. That's great. Tyler Brown. Everybody's just look at how glassed over this racetrack is. Holy cow. There's no grip left. There's Joey McKinney back here. He's above his counterpart, Cody McKinney. Cody's going to be 6th here. 7 laps now. He went to pit lane and left pit lane. Very easy to go a few laps down here. I don't know if there was damage or a faster pit involved with fuel. What the case may be. Came in on 46, left on 47. He was in pit road for 2 minutes, 3 seconds, 95 to the good. So yeah, that's what it is. Which one do you like? Do you like Fanatec? Do you like Thrustmaster? What do you prefer to use? 18 into the infield. Watch what was going on there. No caution. 04 rolling. It's all on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. If you haven't done so, make sure that you get out there and you enjoy your drive line and your drive to the future. And Ferry's going to be lapped down. Van Squeak, 4.6 seconds. He's just, I'm telling you, he's Sunday driving. We're about 2 laps away from the stage. And that'll put Daniel back on the lead lap. 58 of 120, and all that does is give Tyler Brown and Trevor Zalesny an opportunity to work at each other again. And we know that dirt racing can only be legendary without you. 59 of 120. Is it gonna come around here in Knoxville? So Tyler Brown's got a stage win. Trevor Zalesny got himself a fantastic old stage win because he comes around. He's about 2.3 seconds. He has been able to outpace that middle lane and been able to hold on to it. This track is slick. So 04 gets a stage win. Tyler Brown's going to be your P2 finisher. Van Scoik, solid in third. He's, you know what, third in the old both stages. You can't blame that one. Very solid, very good day. And the Roasted Gems stage caution comes out. Zalesny, getting it. Daniel should be your lucky dog here. We shall see. He's the first driver 1 lap down, Joey McKinney. Gets him back up to the field. Joey's a lap down as well. Solid in 5th. Brian Ferry, he's coming around. He's been able to keep some time on those tires. He's 9 laps down right now. Zalesny, your stage 2 winner. And nothing wrong with nothing being nothing wrong. Holy cow, folks. Hopefully you're having a great day. They are fixed setups. Absolutely. Yes, fixed setups in this series. Absolutely. They have setup shops on as sponsors. Some of these folks have setup shops as sponsors. Yeah. Thinking how dirty those trucks are. You know who's got the cleanest looking truck though? I like both of those trucks. Charles got a pretty clean looking truck. I think he's kept his distance. Tyler Brown, your stage 1 winner. He's all dirtied up. Trevor Zalesny, your stage 2 winner. And Fair's got a good looking truck right now too. Start at the tail of the field. Do believe they're going to go as long as they can till they blow the tires or, make it work. Third caution, only 1 for incident though, folks. We've had 2 stages and they're in the book. 60 laps to go in that stage. So we're going to go all the way to 120 now as 64 is completed. 3 laps for our stage or our caution lap. So you won't see too much out of it. Right now, Zalesny back under fire from the 2. Zalesny needs to get into a rhythm here. They're going to be side by side for too long if he's going to be able to hold on to it. 2 there to the bottom. Going to have to tuck back in and roll the corner. It is a full send moment. HMG Innovations Truck Series. I'm going to let them go at it and all that stuff. I'm going to be quiet. Got to save the voice. And we'll be back with you in a moment. Brown and Zalesny back under fire from each other again. The two trying to full send as well. Lesney's going to have to do some work here if he's going to be able to make it back around that number 2 truck. Because now Tyler Brown puts him in the same predicament that he was in just a moment ago. Charles Van Scoik, though, he's not giving up. He's got about 50 laps to make something happen for himself. And if not, if these boys get into it in front of him, he'll be in an opportunity. He'll have a chance here to be able to capitalize on that. Not a bad situation at all. Tyler Brown, Trevor Zalesny, Charles Van Scoik, Daniel Ferry, Joey McKinney up on top of the bull ring there, and wants to keep rolling because every position counts for points here, and this is an opportunity as a dirt racer for him to get himself some extra spots here. 2:04:23, 8:18. Normally we see a bigger field here for the HMG Innovations Truck Series. I'm curious to see why we didn't get a. I know that James, the Big Bear himself, couldn't make it, but that's. He was trying to get to the computer to be able to do that in time. Just missed it. I'm surprised we didn't have more people out here for Knoxville. I'm going to see a lot of drivers out here. 04 to the inside of the 2. The 2 still trying to work. Crossover. He's free. More free than normal. There's a lot of grip on a dirt track. Just in a different way than you think. A little bump from the 4. Kind of unintentional. The 2 had a big checkup right there, and that's what we're starting to see is be the case. The 4 taking away some of that drive line right there side by side with him, trying to force the 2 to make a mistake. And the 04 still trying to make it work here. Charles Van Scoik back here in 3rd. Daniel Ferry in 4th. Still holding on. McKinney looking to try to close him in that distance. He did get himself around Daniel, but he'll have to do it again if he wants to have another position here. It's still top 5 night for him. Is Brown, Zalesny, and Van Scoik for the corner. 4 to the high side, right next to the wall. Now's where the grip starts holding on. Can the 04 make something work out of that? 76 of 120. Appreciate the said lap 80 gonna be it. It's gonna be the race because of the refuel. Gotcha. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's something that iRacing had did. I'd wondered if you were going to be able to make it on fuel, and that was kind of the way that we were going to see it. 78 of 120. 04 still ready for a full send here. So we're going to be 40 laps short on fuel. They'll call the checkered here for the. Oh man, Zalesny could have had an opportunity there, and now not the case. The 2. Tyler Brown's going to come around here, and he's going to have this one. Zalesny had an opportunity, but some slow traffic in front of him took it away from him. Tyler Brown comes around, and I do believe he's going to be a race winner here on lap 80. There it is. Zalesny will be 2nd. Van Scoik will be 3rd. Ferry, McKinney, Brian Ferry. That'll be Daniel Ferry, McKinney, Brian Ferry. That'll be your race results for you, folks. So you're going to see it on the screen right there. Cody McKinney will be in 7th, and then Mosley and Haynes didn't start, so it's all good. Brown, Zalesny, Van Scoik, your top 3, and that's kind of the way it goes. Tyler Brown, your race winner. They're going to run out of fuel. That's pretty much what's going to happen there, folks. So always a good time. They're going to run out of fuel if they don't stop the race. Always a good time. Always a good time. I didn't see the comment right away. All right, thank you very much for about that, Cody. Apologies about that. All right. Tyler Brown's going to be your race winner. You can advance. I'm pretty sure you can advance the session, and that'll get it the way it is. Either way. It'll be Brown, Zalesny, Van Scoik, Daniel Ferry, Joey McKinney, Brian Ferry, and Cody McKinney, like I said, 04. Had a great race. These two had a good drive off, I tell you what. And nothing sad or bad about it. Zalesny needed about 10 or 15 more laps, and, you know, you'll run out of fuel if you don't do so. So, great job by those drivers. And congratulations. It was a good race. Good race. I like this race. Let's see what they do here. I will get that fixed. I'll get that suggest a poll thing fixed. I don't know what in the world was going on with that. I'll fix that on it's probably on my end on Twitch. So Tyler Brown, 04. That's the checker, right? That's the end of the race. Are we clutching it in? Clutch it in. Clutch it in. Let's see if we can talk to him. Do you want to talk to him? Do they want to talk? Do you want to chit chat? Do you want to talk to me? Do you want to talk to me? Tyler Brown, number 1. Trevor Zalesny, number 2. Mr. Goat Racing legend himself, Mr. Van Scoik, finishes 3rd. And he just moved. And that man, he just moved. And because he just moved, there was a whole lot going on there for those guys. He's been trying to get unpacked, get everything taken care of. Randy, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you, brother. Papa Bear, thank you. Joel, Kendra, thank you to all the folks out there chatting. Chris, thank you very much as well. Yeah. It's about as much. They're idling around the track to be able to do more. Nobody else will be able to have any more fuel, and that's pretty much the way it goes. So there's your top 3. Looking good. Yep. That's pretty much all you can get out of it. Tyler Brown, your race leader. Your race winner, Trevor Zalesny, 2nd, Van Scoik 3rd as they parade around the track. You can't give him any more fuel than that. Let's talk to Tyler Brown. Congratulations on the race win here. I know that you wanted to go a full 120, and iRacing sometimes doesn't let us do what we want here. Walk me through this one. You and Trevor had a great run going.
Pretty good. That was a pretty good race, man. He's fast on the dirt, for sure. I didn't know if I had anything for him, but on the long run, he definitely got away from me a little bit. I was pushing real hard, and then when I got out in front of him, I saw him make a couple mistakes. I just tried to stay as cool as I could to keep that gap. But yeah, it was definitely a nail biter, man. I thought for sure he was going to get me.
That was a battle of. Usually we see in the truck series, kind of similar to the road series, we see ringers get out there and kind of dominate. And here we had 2 drivers making it very interesting. And I think Charles behind you guys, he was waiting for you guys to door bang a little bit heavier, because I think that's where he was going to try to capitalize. Very good race, a lot of fun. Knoxville's always a ton of fun, and we know that the iRacing fuel strategy sometimes works, and that's why I was checking the pits to make sure that everybody could come to pit road, and I didn't see any of the fuel cans down there, which is normally a telltale sign that you can refuel, and I didn't see it. So
yeah, it's horrible we didn't get to run it out. I really feel like it would have been just as good, if not better, of a show if we got to run it out, but it was still a hell of a show for everybody, I hope.
Hey, you know what? For 6 racers, it wasn't too bad. Let's just bring everybody up here. Everybody had a good show. We're going to bring everybody up. Just the way it goes. It was a nice little show. Tyler wins it here. Trevor, walk me through your stage 2 win and what you were trying to do there towards the end. I know that the fuel strategy kind of played a big damper there, but still great racing, still a good time. You and Tyler just had it out for each other for a little bit.
Oh yeah, well, I was just kind of cruising the top because that's what I've done in any of these Knoxville races, and I realized in my mirror he was closing, but he was sliding it through the top and then hitting the bottom on exit. So I started doing that, and we were kind of even. And then at the end there, I kind of started pulling away with lap traffic, but I was just doing my best to keep the truck straight through the corners, and I got my first stage win of the series, so pretty happy about that.
And you did it on dirt.
I did. The one thing that sucks is any race I've ever ran in a league race on dirt, I've always finished second, and it's just another second place to add to the list.
It's gonna say. I remember the last time this happened. This is where
Yep, I think this is the 6th league race I've ran on dirt with a 6th second place finish too.
You know what? It's not anything bad about that. You still got a stage win here, and if iRacing had let you guys refueled a little bit right there, I think you guys would have been just fine. But, and Trevor, it's always good. Charles, you were waiting for them to wreck each other.
Yeah, I was just waiting for him to wreck myself.
I was listening to the truck difference, and Trevor was like third gear. It sounded like he was in third gear the entire time. I know it was just the way the he was hitting the corner. Tyler sounded like he was like if you imagine Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear, well, that's what it was. You had one that was really fast, or revving it really heavy. The other one was kind of like medium, and then you were just nice Monday driving, but you were only about a 10th off the pace of their laps, and so you were keeping up. You were finding your groove, and it seemed like this track kind of worked for you here today.
Yeah, go figure. I'm horrible at dirt, and this is probably so far with with my league and this league. I mean, I've had the worst luck, and of course, this is the track, a dirt track that I finished in the top 3. It's pretty. I know there was only 6 drivers, and once I realized those two were way faster, not way faster, but I wasn't going to catch them. Restarts or wrecking was about the only chance I had, and then the 4th place guy every restart fell off quick and was 4 or 5 seconds behind me. So then once they got far enough out, I just made sure I just didn't spin it out, because there was no point of trying to push it, because those guys I was hoping for them to beat and bang and maybe one of them wreck out, or both. That would have been something, but I don't wish that on anybody, but that was literally the strategy to make sure I finished the race, because I haven't finished many races this season.
Well, I tell you what, it was a lot of fun. Tyler finishes out front. Gentlemen, we'll go back through the line. Tyler, give you shout outs. Congrats on the race win here. I know it's always a ton of fun to see everybody get out there and run.
I just got to thank Cody and Nick and everybody, Randy, for putting this on. You guys for the broadcast. You guys, I think you're one of the best out there, man. I love rewatching them and everything. Trevor for running me super clean. Charles, everybody that came and raced tonight. HMG Innovations, just everybody that makes it all go around week to week. I'm just glad that we got the monkey off our back. Finally got to win one. It's not exactly the way that I would have liked under iRacing standards, but it was still, like I said, I hope it was a good show, and we'll move on to the next one.
Always a ton of fun. Chris. No, they had to call the race due to iRacing glitcheroonies, but it was a good race. Trevor, give me your shout outs, my man. I appreciate you as always.
Yes, sir. Thank you up here in the booth. Like Tyler said, this is always one of the best streams that I get to watch, and I enjoy watching them even when I'm not racing. So, yep, thank you. Thank everyone over here at TZR, and thank you, Tyler, for running me clean in Top Esports.
Always a ton of fun. All right, Charles, last but not least, the GOAT racing legend himself.
Just repeat the sentiment there, to the admins of the IVRL. With my league, I pull a lot from them because they run a really nice league, real clean league. You, as always, with the broadcast, helped me with my league and my team, GOAT Racing. A bunch of the sponsors for GOAT Racing, Admin Box, Global Strategy Team, MDR Designs, and Jack's Racing Collectibles, who helped fund my addiction of diecast. So if anyone needs some diecast, hit me up.
That's the man. He just moved too, and you should see. I like the new room. I think it works better.
Yeah, it does, but I underestimated the shelves, and I got cases. So now I gotta, Thursday's my day off. I'll be at Home Depot or Lowe's getting wood cut and staining it and putting it up. So that will be my Thursday.
I understand that one completely. Charles, always a pleasure. And the guys, to speak a true sentiment, everybody here runs great. TCR is Trevor Zelesny. He is out there on Twitch. What's your Twitch channel, Trevor?
I believe it's just Trevor Zelesny Racing is all it is.
There it is. Tyler, are you out there streaming anywhere?
No, sir. No, not currently.
You ought to be. Come on now, I can plug. No, I'm totally joking. Well, either way, doesn't matter. Once he gets out there, we're gonna find his channel. We're gonna plug him.
There you go.
That's the way it is. Trevor, are you ending your race, or can I send the people over to you?
I ended.
You ended. You. See, how cool would it be to be like, he finished second, now we're gonna rate him? No.
That would have been pretty cool. I don't know how Twitch works.
You love it. All right. And Charles, he's Goat Racing 23 on Facebook, facebook.com/Goat Racing 23. And you check him out over there, folks. Signature Esports, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Much love to everybody out there. Hopefully Facebook doesn't give me you got a copyright strike because I'm using all of their music today. Because, yeah, Facebook, God. You know, we love what we do over here, folks, and I love what you guys do. So make sure that you like, follow, subscribe on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure that you tune in to the Asian Innovations IVRL Truck Series next Monday night. Tomorrow night, we have the Goat Racing Truck Series right here on Signature Esports. It's going to be a ton of fun, and we'll see you next week.